Thank you, Propeller and Thrive, for letting me talk today a little bit about the bipartisan infrastructure law during New Orleans Entrepreneurship Week. I hope you all are having a great time. President Biden knows how important the water economy and coastal resilience are to Louisiana and across the country. He ran for office to unite the country, restore the soul of America, and to get things done. His goal is to build a better America. And when I say better, that means better infrastructure, better public spaces, better ports, better waterways, better accessibility, better roads and bridges, and better access to clean water. We're investing in America, in the very people who built this country, the middle class, as we build towards a clean energy future with materials made in America and with our private sector partners. 12.4 million jobs have been created under President Biden's administration, and 800,000 of them in domestic manufacturing. And we're doing all of this rebuilding while reducing emissions and using more environmentally sustainable practices and materials. Having a strong country requires a strong economy, and we cannot have the best economy if we do not have the best infrastructure. We have hit the ground running, and we're making great progress with shovels in the ground. More than $200 billion has been awarded for 23,000 infrastructure projects that have started across the country thanks to President Biden's bipartisan infrastructure law. And we have much, much more to come. We're working to help minority businesses grow and compete for contracts funded through the bipartisan infrastructure law and other federal investments like the CHIPS and Science Act and the Inflation Reduction Act. These federal investments have resulted in over $435 billion in investments from the private sector and counting. These investments, plus a whole-of-government approach, will help us ensure local communities, especially underserved communities, have the resources they need to be safe and resilient. President Biden is committed to addressing this disproportionate health, environmental, and economic impacts that have been borne primarily by communities of color, places too often overlooked. The bipartisan infrastructure law is delivering clean water to every American through a historic $55 billion investment. Now, school districts serving low-income, rural, or tribal students make up 99% of the clean school bus projects selected. And approximately 86% of communities selected for EPA's brownfield cleanup grants have proposed projects in historically underserved areas. All of that is to say, climate, equity, and Justice 40 provisions are included in every notice of funding opportunity that we've released, unless the law prohibited it. And these new projects mean new jobs, better opportunities, but we need to be prepared to help people succeed. We do that by investing in childcare and transportation and housing and addressing the key barriers that make it difficult for folks to pursue training and access to good-paying jobs. It's no small feat rebuilding our nation's infrastructure, but we are one team, one fight. When we work together, we win, and we deliver for the people to protect our planet while creating good-paying jobs along the way. We need your resources and your networks to help put this together. This is a big challenge, but it's even a greater opportunity for us all. I want you to go to build.gov. There are a wealth of resources there, guidebooks, and notice of funding opportunity calendars, so you can see when the big announcements are coming. We're taking advantage of this once-in-a-generation opportunity to rebuild in partnership with you. And we're telling the story of how we're delivering projects across the country on time, on task, and on budget. That's how we build an America we all take pride in, where working families have access to good-paying jobs and have a little bit more breathing room. Let's work together, and as the president said, now it's time to finish the job. Thank you all so much.